Now, at this time, I want to introduce a few folks who were very inspirational to us this year. The first is known to probably many of you. He's the Executive Vice President of Crowlike. My friend and Beverly Carter worked for Crowlike in North Little Rock. I'd like to introduce you to Steve Brown. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Chris.
You bet. The next group of people I think you should all meet. They've shown us what true strength, showed us what courage looks like. They have dealt with pain that few of us will ever understand. I'm humbled to know them. Please welcome to the stage Carl Sr., Carl Jr., his wife Kim, their son Colin, and his brother Brad, the family of Beverly Carter. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. I'd like to invite Carl Jr., Beverly's son, to say a few words on behalf of the Carter family. Take 5 or 6 minutes.
Thank you. Well, many of you didn't know my mother, but she was quite the talker, and so am I, so I'm going to keep this as short as I can. Let's get past the hard part first. If you don't know, last September, it was Thursday, September 25th, my mother went to meet a customer and show a property, and from there she was kidnapped with the intent to hold her ransom, and she was ultimately murdered and buried in a shallow grave. And I have a challenge for each of you. I have a challenge for myself, because I've always been that person that's like, well, it could be you, but it really can be you. And I don't ever wish for any of you, for your family members to be standing where I'm standing today. But the challenge is to not let Beverly Carter, to not let my sweet, precious mama be a 1 in a million. Let's learn from her. Let's be prepared. And I'm no expert. I don't have half the experience or the education of the men and women that have stood on this stage before me, but I have, from little old Arkansas, I have 6 takeaways that I'd love to share with you quickly. And first is to prepare and be aware. Take training classes. Take the one that Chris just mentioned. Learn self-defense. Learn how to punch somebody in the nose, man. Get them. Text less. Pay more attention. I'm guilty. I keep my face in my phone. Look around, see what's going on. Another thing that I have to tell you guys is that realtors are good-looking folks. Okay, you're pretty hot stuff, and the thing that makes you awesome makes you a target. My mama was gorgeous, and I can't tell you how many times I got beat up in school because guys would say, "Man, your mama's good-looking," and then I'd get a pounding when I tried to fight them. So be careful, because you're awesome, and unfortunately it does make you a target. Number 2 is to empathize with your customers, and I think that you can all understand as you tried to fly into DC and you went through all that, the blessing of TSA. And now as we see industry changes, to protect you, no one likes to be treated like a bad guy. And so we have to understand that our customers it's gonna take some adjusting for them. Third is to find and cultivate your happiness. If you get the chance and you're a Facebooker, I would encourage you. I maintain a page called Remember Beverly, and I've recently posted a voicemail that my mom left for me, and I would love for you to hear her voice because she was the happiest person I know. And you guys work in a tough, tough industry, and how she was able to maintain that happiness is amazing. Fourth is to get life insurance. I'm not telling you that because I sell it. I promise I don't. We almost had a family catastrophe. My mother's life insurance policy had actually lapsed 2 weeks before she was taken from us. And her life insurance agent called up and said, hey, you know what's going on? Did you miss this payment? And so she made a $100 payment, and that meant my dad being able to stay in his home or losing everything. 2 more things. Love those that you're around. Tell them that you love them. I have so much peace because every time I saw that beautiful woman, I kissed her on the cheek and I told her how much I love her. And that gives me so much peace at night. And lastly, and this may not be very PC, but love your God. Find your faith. Dig deep, because when the tough gets going, our faith can give us so much hope and give us so much peace. And with that being said, the last thing that I will say, and this is really from my entire family, is that we pray for your prosperity, we pray for your health, we pray for your safety. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.